Now hold on just a minute. I believe I've seen old Whalen use that trick before. Let's wander on back in time. Oh, about 10.5 years, I reckon. I do believe my pants are on fire. Looks like my chair's on fire. Hey, welcome to Rat Rodding. My name's Whalen Wire, and don't ever do what we do here on this channel. In the last episode, we left off with that cab sitting on the lift, and that engine shoved up in front of it. And we heard old Whalen say, "Oh, that thing is going to be a beast. Y'all run and get you some cold drinks and come on back and line up here on the couch and we'll watch and see if anything happened around here this week." Jack under the hind end there and got it lined up pretty good. I just want it fairly straight. It's evenly spaced between the posts there, and just kind of helps your eye a little bit to stay in line, because I do a lot of stuff but just by eyeballing, you know. Anyway, one of the first things that's got to happen now is I've got to get the fuel line out of that, inside that other frame rail, and get the brake line out of there. So I may as well get it on the lift and just get after it. what we have are frame rails. They're level in the front and they're level in the back with a 2-inch rake to the front. Probably can't see that in the video, but it's there, and it measures corner to corner exactly 120 inches. So now I'm getting ready to cut these angle pieces. I'll get that marked. That'll go inside the frame, and then I will cut this one at the same taper as that one, the same angle, and then cap the end of it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Well, I'm going to commence the welding. Everybody knows old Waylon ain't shy when it comes to welding. But I'm going to tack them together and then lay them on the side and put a fish plate on the inside. And then I'll put another fish plate on the outside. And I think I'll be in pretty good shape. We'll find out what could possibly go wrong. These things start to come together little by little, you know. The frame lays here, and this is recessed a little bit so that once it's set in there and welded up, I'm going to button weld it. I'm going to button weld the frame to this, and then that levels it out and makes it smooth here. So I'm going to put a fish plate all the way around that corner and up like that, and this will never break. Main thing's get it attached to the frame real good, and I got ideas about that. What could possibly go wrong? You know, I should quit saying that. I really should. A lot of welding on this project. I've been at it for a while, and I think this is going to hold together. I don't believe in grinding down welds. I know a lot of people do that. I'm not sure why. I have no idea why. It's taking away strength when you do that. I mean, unless I've got bead on top of bead. If I've got 2 or 3 beads run together, I might knock it down a little bit, but other than that, leave them alone. Don't be grinding off your welds. Well, I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do this, but this is how I'm going to do it. I just start cutting and welding until what I see in my mind is sitting in front of me. That's the only way I know how to do it. How I'm going to do this is I'm going to weld up those button welds, those big button welds. Those like overcoat buttons or something, I don't know, but I'm going to weld those up, and then I'm going to put a Z-shaped fish plate down that bottom, along that bottom rail toward the Z, and then up over those button welds, and then forward. I can go forward about a foot on that original frame before it starts to taper. So yeah, healthy fish plate, probably on both sides. You know, that old motor over there is heavy. You got no idea how many times I've leveled this thing and squared it from corner to corner, from that very front corner up there all the way back to this one right here. And here we measured from a point on the original frame to the end of this, exactly the same length, They're exactly square, corner to corner. They're exactly level. But how many times I had to change things to make that happen? Found out you got to put the temporary cross member. Well, things are starting to look different around here. Let's do a little walk around. Boy, that's a long beast. Somebody says I should call it the beast, but I'm going to call it the Dirty Dozen. Anyway, we got levels, and we got level that way, and we got level that way, and we got degree down there on the front of the pumpkin, and we checked the degree on the engine, and you know, things are starting to kind of come together here. Oh, nice. My last tea jug with a handle. No, I think I got one more. Oh, boy. The trials and tribulations, man. A guy goes through building a rat rod. Okay, the frame rails are tacked in on the front. They're tacked into those button welds. And just tacked them in kind of on the bottom of the button welds. as my tacking goes. So I'm going to get it up on the lift and pick it up where I can do a good job on the top half of those holes. And then that'll grind down, and then there'll be a fish plate, a Z-shaped fish plate, go along the outside and the inside of that frame. And I'm just about ready to do some cutting and whacking and hacking. Well, I believe the next step is to get the blocks out from under this thing, roll it out of here, set the cab on it, bring it back in, pick it up on the lift, roll the engine over underneath it, let it down over the engine, and figure out where we're going to put that motor. But right now, I'm getting kind of tired. I've been going at it a pretty hard 12 hours straight. Stopped for, you know, a glass of tea, stopped long enough to call Kerwood and kind of give him an update. But other than that, I've been going pretty hard for about 12 hours. So I think I am going to roll it out of here and then shut it down for tonight. Overall length is 19 feet. Chalk box. Oh, this is starting to be fun now. We're talking. I don't want to wake up in the morning and find it down the canyon. harder to roll. Got some weight to it. Well, I'm going to jack that cab up a little bit in the back, level it up, and let's see what it looks like. That's looking better. I'm going to try it with that firewall vertical to start off with. If I don't like it, I will give it some more rake. Because I like rake. Well, there's vertical on the firewall. And that cap really don't look too bad. It's hard to tell just from that angle from the camera, but when you walk around it and lay an eyeball on it, it's kind of good. Well, I can almost get it all in frame. Well, I'm going to lay some more welds on that that back portion before I pick that up. It's a lot of weight. I'm just kind of worried about it. So, don't want it to break in half already. We got to fix this. I don't think the pads are going to clear the manifold. It's pretty well centered. If I kicked it around a little bit, it might clear. Yeah, I think it's going to. Oh, here's some company going up outside. Come on in. Okay, at the end of that video, I just set this thing on the ground, or I was setting it on the floor when some friends showed up, and I shut the video off, I think, before I picked it up. But actually, that engine's going to set lower than that. So I'm going to pick it up to about where it's going to sit, I think. I think it might sit along about there. I have to look at the oil pan and make sure. But the motor will be tilted back. It'll be angled down in the back 4 degrees. That's what I usually set that pinion angle at, 4 degrees. I don't know if that's right or not. That's what I've been doing. Seems to work out. So, yeah, I may tilt that cab forward a little bit, but I like how it sits on the chassis. It's just exactly the right width. It's perfect. Get you off the tripod and we'll do a little walk around here. It's hard to get it all in frame. 19 feet long. That's not bad. Okay, that's going to about do it this time. What we got coming up is got to figure out some motor mounts on this thing and cross members. That's one of the things coming up. But before that, even, I've got a lot of welding to do on this chassis because I'm going to fish plate both the outside and inside of the rails front and rear. We don't want it to twist, so we're going to put some cross members in there. It's going to be pretty stout. So, yeah, that's coming up. But that's enough for now. And I'm glad y'all stopped by. And if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. And come back and see us next time. I sure appreciate you.